Thanks for chatting with Riz. Welcome back. First of all, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season and a great end to the year 2024. I saw everywhere that people didn't really enjoy last year, but I did. So I hope this year is going to be better for everybody else. So, Chatting with Riz has previously been my podcast where I talk about sports, music, and lifestyle. I have not recorded in 2 years though, so we are actually going to switch gears a little bit. Now, my life has drastically changed, and I'm a mom and a business owner. So, we're going to be talking about things related to entrepreneurship, being a mom and an entrepreneur at the same time, as well as my love mission. We're going to get into the brand behind my business in a bit, but we are going to, do the love mission segments as well. So we're back. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm a little bit nervous right now. I haven't been in front of the camera in a long time, but we are getting it done, okay? So, for all of the new people that I have met and all of the new connections that I've made over the past 2 years, I'm going to do a quick little introduction of myself. My name is Marissa Watts. I go by Rissa Cakes. I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, moved to Houston when I was 3, so I am a Texas girl. I like to say that I'm a Southern belle with an East Coast attitude because, baby, it is in me. I traveled to the East Coast my entire childhood every summer. My grandmother lived in New Jersey. I still have family in Philadelphia. And so I do literally I have the experience, and I know a little bit about living on the East Coast as well as Houston. I started my media experience in high school when I was on the newspaper staff. I did the sports section, but it wasn't just the sports section. So I've been on the sidelines like my whole childhood through my college career. After high school, I did attend Howard University in Washington, D.C., where I studied sports broadcast. And yes, that started my in front of the camera role. Within the first couple of months, I was covering, interviewing celebrities at Howard Homecoming. And if you know, you know. So they threw me right in there, and it was amazing. However, what I realized about myself is that I did not want to conform to what the networks wanted, My hair is always red. I have a lot of tattoos. My mouth is very foul. I'm going to work on not cursing as much. Or really, I'm going to try to not curse this go around. But I don't feel like my true personality is what the networks want to see. And I always want to stick to my true personality and who I am. And so whatever opportunities that I do not have because of who I am as a person, those opportunities are not for me. So I didn't want to go the network route because, baby, y'all can't be digging in my old tweets trying to pull things out. Baby, I'm gonna be gone from the jump, okay? So, yes, didn't want to go the network route. I started the podcast afterwards. I started the podcast because I didn't really want to lose my touch with the media and my touch with journalism. I did find happiness doing this. I love, conducting interviews and talking to people. And what was really cool about starting my podcast is when I was at Howard, I was a sports reporter. I was a news reporter. So I was always just reporting the facts and telling the story of somebody else. But with the podcast, I can share my opinion. I can talk about my own life, and that has been really fun, So, although I feel like I studied journalism, I do feel like the podcast industry is very oversaturated. But if Target was scared that there was already Walmart, then we would not have Target today. So I'm going to put that little small fact behind me, and we are diving back in, okay? So that's a little bit about me. Let's talk about what the past 2 years of my life have looked like. I am a mom of the most amazing 2-year-old. Her name is Love Lyric. And it has been the greatest experience that I have ever had. I love being a mom. I love everything that comes with it until I'm ready for bed and she's not ready for bed. That's like the only thing that I don't like about being a mom. Like, I love my sleep. So, yeah. Um, okay, what I want to talk about as far as being a mom. So one, I will say that it is the greatest blessing, just having somebody that, belongs to you and you belong to them. It is an unconditional love. That little girl loves me so much, but I like to say she is a Sagittarius and she doesn't want me to show her how much I love her all day. I thought that kids wanted to love on their parents like until they turn like 9. She's already like, get out of my face when I'm trying to give her kisses all day. She is outrageously smart. This little girl is so intelligent. She was saying her full ABCs at about 12, 13 months old. She started school around 11 months because I have been working full time for the past like year and a half. So she started school and she is so smart. She is counting to 13 before her second birthday. She's singing songs. She's remembering. She is just so freaking smart. Her memory is insane. She is sassy. She is the boss of the house. And so it is just, I don't know. I've had an amazing experience with her. We've traveled. We've gone on 2 trips. When she was 6 months, I did take her to Philly so I could see some of my family and introduce her to other people that I love tremendously. Excuse me. I'm a little bit nervous, guys, so I'm kind of rambling. Actually, let me slow down. I always talk too fast when I'm shooting. So yeah, I took her to the East Coast 2 summers ago. This past summer, we went to Florida, and I just love life. Being a mom, just being able to show her, how to be a girl and how to be a woman and just navigate through life with her. I love it. I love it. And so, like I said, her name is Love, and that's going to roll into my business. On my last episode, I gave a lot of background. Like, I talked about my pregnancy. I talked about the meaning behind my daughter's name. I talked about my business. But I want to, reiterate some things for my new audience that I have acquired. My embroidery business is called Stitch with Love, and so it's something that hopefully she'll want to take over and I can pass on to her. When that time has come, I'm gonna be so irritated if she wants to be a doctor or a lawyer or something and I still have to pay for college, but that's neither here nor there. We are gonna get it done. Yes, I do embroidery. That is stitching. I stitch I stitch images, designs, logos, monogram on various different merchandise items. I do clothing, jackets, backpacks. I do baby clothes, baby blankets. And what I have come to learn, embroidery is something that people need. When you're looking to start a business, you have to think about a problem for someone else or another group of people that you can solve. And people need embroidery, okay? Year 1 was really busy. Like, I was just so shocked how, how much traction it got and how many people were supporting me and placing orders. And so, yeah, year 1 was better than I expected it to be. I did my first order. I think my first paid order was a graduation stole that I did when Love was 5 days old. Then I had a bulk order. Like, I taught myself the skill of embroidery through my depression while I was pregnant. And I got rolling as soon as Little Love popped out, okay? So it has truly been a match made in heaven. I had no history, no prior knowledge about embroidery, sewing, fashion. My mom used to sew, so I'm familiar with seeing a sewing machine, but I never used to, do anything. I was really young when my mom was sewing, when she was making our clothes. But I knew nothing about the fashion industry at all. And so my initial idea, I wanted to personalize Uggs and personalize snow boots. So I was going to partner with an embroidery company. I first had the idea in 2020, and I was going to partner with an embroidery company. And somebody was like, at the time, they told me, "Oh, you should just learn how to do embroidery. You should just get a machine." Hell no. I'm in the media. I do media. I'm a journalist. Like, I did not want anything to do with that. But after I got pregnant, I'm not gonna lie. I think on my last episode, I said I wasn't embarrassed, or maybe at that point I wasn't embarrassed, but I was really embarrassed by how my pregnancy came about. Came about. It was not the ideal way that I thought I was going to bring a child into the world. And so I honestly just wanted to change the narrative a little bit, and I always felt like people like to watch my life as a movie, and I knew, like, I looked at that negative, like, oh, she just got knocked up and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, I want to do something else to give them, something else to talk about. I want to change the narrative a little bit and take some negativity off of of a situation that actually was a blessing. So I taught myself embroidery through the pregnancy, and I love it. I kind of felt like my podcast didn't get as much support as I got as a journalist when I was at Howard, but of course I was on their network, and now I'm building my own. So it's not going to happen overnight. Our generation has a way of wanting everything right now. It's instant gratification that we're looking for, and Rome was not built in a day. Things take time. So what I've learned is I need to be consistent. The things that stick and grow and have really good audience, it's when the creators are being consistent. So I'm going to be consistent. We're not going to have any more reintroductions or recaps or life updates because I am here with you guys. I found an amazing studio. I love this studio. I stumbled into it on Instagram the other day, and I'm really excited about this new, relationship or partnership. But okay, back to business. So year one, it took off better than I expected. And whenever I was posting consistently, I was getting orders. So then I went back to work. I've been waitressing, and the manager of the restaurant that I was last working at, they called me and asked me if I wanted to come back or if I could come back. And I did. And so now I'm working 40 plus hours a week, and I have an infant, a child. So I wasn't posting as much, and so I wasn't getting as many orders just because I was working. I was working, and I didn't want to get really overwhelmed and have too much on my plate. When I went back to work, I was in the middle of an order of 100 fanny packs, and where I did the first half, I did 50 of them maybe in about 10 days to 2 weeks. And my client told me that she wanted to pick up the first half. And so I had more time to complete the second half of the order. It took me another like 4 or 5 weeks to complete once I went back to work. And that's not the kind of business that I want to run. I want to give people their, what they're paying for in a timely manner. So I didn't, I kind of got scared away from posting so much because I didn't want to get overwhelmed with work. And then I worked for about a year, and I'm just like, okay, my end all be all is not in the restaurant industry. That's how I'm investing in my business right now. That's how I'm taking care of my child, and that's how I'm funding my lifestyle, being able to do whatever I want to do when I want to go to a game. I don't pay for games, y'all know that, but we'll talk about that later. I like to have fun. I like to travel. So I was working because that money is consistent. I've been working since I was 14 years old, and everybody looks down on having a job, but baby, that's consistent money. You know when you're going to get paid. You know that the check is coming, and a lot of times, depending on what you do, you have an idea about how much it's going to be. So it's easy to budget and plan and do those things. So I just like to have a job for security, for security purposes. But I realized, like, no, I want to, focus on my business. Like, maybe the past 6 or 7 months, I really wanted to, focus on my business and grow, because embroidery is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's growing. People wear embroidery on, polos for their businesses. Most school uniforms are done with embroidery. Jerseys are made with embroidery. Like, it is an amazing industry that is continuing to grow. And I want to find my footing in that, and I would like to make my mark in embroidery. So here we are. It's the start of the new year, and I am expectedly, so sorry. I am unexpectedly going full time as an entrepreneur. I've been wanting to do that for the past couple of weeks, but like I said, that's security. I'm a mom now. Like, I don't want to take that leap. But my business, I make money with my business. So it's just about creating different spending habits and budgeting and saving and investing my money properly. So that, that it's a learning game. I'm learning everything as I go. So we are full time with our business. Yeah. Okay. So full time entrepreneurship. I also want to talk about my brand, which is going to be a big part of the podcast, is my mission. My mission for the business is rebranding the value of love. And it's exactly what it means, or what it says. It means exactly what it says. I'm rebranding the value of love. I feel like our generation and today's society does not value love like we once did. I'm a 90s baby, and 90s R&B is my favorite genre of music. They sang about love. They sang about, baby, come back. Like, men were begging women, and women were pouring their hearts out on songs. And I just feel like we don't have that sense of love anymore and that true value of love. And I genuinely think that love would make the world a better place. So I am on a love mission. Me and my daughter Love, we are missionaries spreading love like they did Christianity back in the day. And that's the brand. I mean, the mission of my business. That's my brand. I want to bring love back. I want to make it cool to love again. So when I do have my guests, I'm going to have, guests. I'm just doing my first solo episode to bring you guys back into, we're going to jump right back into things. So when I have guests, I do want to do a small little love segment and just talk about things relating to it, because, baby, we're doomed. I'm single. I'm a single mom, and I always pictured that me bringing a child into the world, I was going to have a loving husband and just, be ready to create a beautiful family, and that's not what it is. But I'm a hopeless romantic, and I think I want to find my person, So, yes, we are going to be talking about love. Yes, the love mission, that's the brand of my business. And one reason why I think that my business is going to flourish into stages where I think that I can go is because the message, like, who can argue with me that the world doesn't need love? Like, if we just loved our neighbor, like the Bible tells you to, I truly think there will be a lot less violence. Or if you just think about other people, you don't necessarily have to, oh my God, I love you, baby. But just if you move with love and react out of love and keep love at the forefront of your decision making, then I think that, we could get somewhere. So I just want to teach my generation and generations beneath me that love is really going to make the world a better place, guys. Like, I need to get with it. And I don't understand why it's such a negative thing. Like, my generation looks at love like it's so negative. Like, I don't know. Like, why don't we love each other anymore? That is something that I would like to find out the answer through my podcast. Like, why do we not love each other anymore? And what's so wrong with loving each other? And I'm not saying that, you got to be traditional with it. Like, we're going to get into things like, I would be interested in an open relationship. I would be interested in a polygamous relationship, but I would still like love to be the underlying foundation of that, So that's something that we're going to dive a little bit deeper into as the season progresses, I guess. So yeah, I think I don't want to talk too much today. But I just wanted to, reintroduce the podcast, let y'all know where I've been, what I've been doing. Also on my YouTube channel, what I'm going to be doing is vlogging. My daughter is smart. We hold full conversations, and I talk to her like I freaking talk to my mom sometimes. So I'm going to be vlogging Life with Love Lyric. And so that's going to be something else that y'all are going to filter in. That's going to be filtered in on the YouTube channel. I don't know if I'm going to put all of the vlogs with love on my YouTube channel or make her own YouTube channel. I think I need to make her own YouTube channel because, like I said, baby, we're going to be talking about polygamy and things along that line. Children that might want to watch love don't need to be watching my podcast, so I might need to separate those. But until I can build her business, because that's going to be a whole business in itself, I'm going to need a logo. I'm going to need graphics, and I'm going to need all of that stuff for her own YouTube channel. So eventually she is going to have her own YouTube channel. So that is something else that I want y'all to look forward to. My first couple of episodes are going to be, my first couple of vlogs, they're going to be me showing some of my favorite moments of 2024. Like, I went to Puerto Rico for my birthday, and I have been telling my Instagram followers, the vlog is coming. Baby, my birthday was in October. But the vlog is coming, okay? That is going to be the first vlog that I shoot. What else do I want to vlog? Oh, my gosh. I was front row at the A Boogie with the Hoodie concert, and that was just such a great night. At the A Boogie with the Hoodie concert, it was so ironic. I went on October 7th, and my birthday is on October 10th. I planned like that whole week. I had a week of paid vacation from my job, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the A Boogie concert on Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to go to Puerto Rico. And I think I went to Puerto Rico Tuesday to Friday, greatest trip of my life. And I came back and I rested before I had to go back to work. So I'm going to be dropping those 2 vlogs, as well as, what else? I want to show my trip to Florida with my friend Allison and Zay and whatever. I'm just going to do a couple of my favorite moments of 2024 before I start on my new adventures with my daughter. It's really amazing, like, my new life. Like, I'm a mom, I'm a business owner. Like, now I get all my time back. I have so many, like, ideas. Over the past 5 years, I've had so many ideas. Oh, my God, it's 2025, and I'm turning 30 this year. That thought just smacked me in my face. But anyways, I've had so many ideas, but y'all know I've been working since I was 14 years old. So I never have time to execute everything that I want to execute. So I'm just going to take y'all along with me so y'all can share my new, y'all can share moments in my new life. So this is going to be a podcast where I am going to invite guests on. I do have a couple of people in mind already, but if you'd like to be a guest, hopefully you are an entrepreneur, you are a mom. Before I know I talked about sports, music, lifestyle, I'm a sports head. I have to talk about sports. So I'm probably going to give y'all a 5-minute sports segment that's not going to flow with the episode, but that's who I am, so we'll see. But yeah, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a mom, musicians, if you have something to say that goes along with the purpose of my show, then feel free to hit me up. I'm going to be posting the podcast on all 3 of my Instagram pages. I've got my personal Instagram page, my podcast page, which I have not logged into in years, and my business page as well. So contact me on that. You can email me, text me, whatever. Let me know that you want to be a guest. Here's the thing. When we are scheduling a podcast episode, now that I'm in the studio, it's not as flexible as, we can just keep playing with days. If you tell me that you want to come and we select a date and a time, I need you to be ready on that date and time. And I know people have been telling me for years they want to be on the podcast. So if you mess up your first booking, I'm sorry, but I got to keep it moving. So just, please be ready to commit to our scheduled episode time. And also, if you like to place an order for embroidery, then you can contact me for that as well. I do have a website, and I want to eventually have more orders placed on the website. But what's hard is with the website is y'all have y'all's own images that y'all want put on your merchandise. So I got to figure out if I need to do a whole new website, or I need to find a way where you can insert your images, your logos, your designs through the website, or just y'all pay for them on the website and then email me. I don't know. I got to figure that out. But you can always place an order through DM, through text, through phone call, Facebook. I've been getting a lot of a lot of orders from Facebook Marketplace, and people have been finding me on Google. Like, yo, I am servicing strangers, and I just find it so cool and amazing that I am getting business. Okay, guys. So, yes, that is it for today, guys. I am so excited to, be back and to be rolling, and I'm looking forward to having some amazing conversations. So, also, if you want to, go back and look at some of the previous episodes that I've had. I had some really good episodes. I had some episodes that are not so great. The edit, it wasn't perfect, but I just wanted to get out there and start, and we're gonna grow and we're gonna improve. So, catch up on some old episodes of Chatting with Riz. Contact me if you want to be a guest. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for chatting with Riz.